Hello children, welcome back to my channel. We are doing 7th class Telangana state syllabus integers topic. We are going to start once again with a proverb. Our today's class we start with a proverb. What is the proverb, children, that I have selected today? Practice makes man perfect. Children, it is the practice which will definitely make you perfect. It really suits for your studies, children. Usually I have observed many students, when they are preparing for the examination, they'll be keeping on opening their books and reading and reading and reading. That will not be sufficient, children. After learning that answer, just close your book and think about the answer. If they are short answers, write them. In doing so, what happens, your mind will get it very well, remember it very well, and you can write it very comfortably at the time of examination. Even while solving problems also, just see the question, see the problem, solve it. If it is very lengthy, say suppose some answers are very lengthy, just keep the side headings and think about it. In this way, if you practice, children, you will definitely score good marks. Try it for once, children. I hope you will be scoring more marks than how you were doing earlier. Okay, children, let us come back to our topic. The topic here is, we are going to talk about properties. Earlier also, I have done about the properties. In the previous class, that is in the previous video, I have done the properties under addition. About what I have done, children, I have done, this is under additions we are doing. I have not completed, children. Under additions, we have done the first property. What I have done is closure property. Closure property. So once a recollection of this, children, what does this closure property says under addition? If a and b are two integers, a plus b is an integer. This is what closure property says. If you take two integers, the answer should be in integers, and definitely you will get it in integers, because we know that integers covers all the numbers, that is positive, negative, including 0. Next, we have got commutative property. What was this commutative property said, children? The commutative property said that if a and b are two integers, a plus b is equal to b plus c. Since we are talking about additions, we are keeping plus sign in between them. I have taught you this along with your example, children. If you need any recollection, you can go back to the previous video and see this. And we have done the other one, that is associative property. Associative property. What was that associative property, children? Here we need to take three values, a plus b plus c, and is equal to a plus b plus c. But in this case, as the word association means grouping, so we are grouping a plus b once and b plus c afterwards. In any way, if you do, the bracket indicates, children, you have done it even in 6th class about the priority that you have to give when you are solving the problems along with the different brackets. So in this, whatever is there inside the bracket, first you have to solve that, then you have to go to the next value, whatever is given. So here, since a plus b is in bracket, first you have to solve a plus b, then you have to go to c. Similarly here, you have got to b plus c in bracket. So you take this number as it is and solve this. Then you continue your problem. So up to this I have taught, children. Now we are going to talk about the fourth property, that is additive identity. additive identity. We are going to talk about this, children. What is identity means? Identity means the same number to get. Here we need not write the properties like what I have given in words. Properties I have given. So here we need not do that. Directly we will take one example and understand about it. Suppose I have taken a number -3. -3 is the number I have taken. I should add with some other number so that I will be getting the same number as the answer. This is called identity, children. Same value I should get. Identity means that 100% similar. That is what the meaning of identity. So -3, if I talk about, if I need to get the same -3, what I should do, children? I should add it with 0. Suppose I have taken a number 8. With which I should add so that the same number I will get? Definitely it is 0. So 0 is there, no? Integers contain 0. 0 exists in integers. Therefore, what you can say? Integers possess additive identity. Integers possess means they have additive identity. So I hope you have understood about this, children. This is the 4th property. Now we will go to the next property, that is the 5th property. Let me teach you about the next 5th property, that is additive inverse. Inverse means it is almost opposite to that of the earlier case. Additive inverse. This is the 5th property. The 5th property is additive inverse. So what is this additive inverse, children? You should get 0 as the answer. So in case if I take a number 7, I should add it with some other number, so I'll get 0. How will I get 0 with the 7, children? If I add it with -7, I can get 0. Similarly, if I take a value -9, I should add it with some number to get 0. Definitely, I should add with 9 so that these two will get cancelled and I'll get 0. So in this case, what are we doing, children? In this case, we are observing whether these values which we are taking are present in the particular system which we are talking about. The system which we are talking about is integers. Integers are having negative as well as positive signs. So here, even if I take a negative sign, it will be possible because -7 is there in integers. So when I say that 7 plus of -7 is 0, that means what? Integers under addition, they have additive inverse. So we will write that there exists additive inverse for integers. If you take the same example for natural numbers, will they exist, children? We say no. The reason for it is negative value is not there. So there is no -7 in natural numbers. So how can we say that additive inverse exists there? So try to understand these properties, children. So additive inverse exists for integers. The reason for it is integers the set of integers is the collection of negative as well as positive along with 0. So I hope you have understood about this topic, children. You have got up to additive inverse, and now we are going to talk about the next property. First property what we have talked is about the addition. Now we are going to have the same properties under multiplication. Under addition, what we did, we have added the things. Now we are going to talk about the properties under multiplication. So let us see how we are going to talk about multiplications. See children, in multiplications, same property. The first property is closure property. What does this closure property says? As we have done the same definition, we will give if A and B are two integers. Since we are talking about integers, we have to write integers. Then what you will be having? A multiplication into B is equal to an integer. This is the property, children. So let us suppose that let A is equal to, let me take as -3 and B is equal to 4. So what am I getting if I multiply A into B? -3 into 4. What is the answer for it, children? -12. -12 is there now? Negative values are there in integers. So we will say that their closure property exists for integers under multiplication. I will write it here, children. Under multiplication. So closure property exists for integers under multiplication. So this is about closure property, children. You can write about it. Now we will go to the second property. The second property here is commutative property. Whatever we have done earlier, the same thing. Commutative property. What is this? Commutative properties. The definition is if A and B are two integers, then since it is multiplication, we will write A into B is equal to B into A. This is the commutative property, children. So in this commutative property, the same example if I take, I have got A into B as -12. So let me try for B into A. What is B into A, children? The value of B is 4, into A is -3. So the answer is -12. We have got the same. Therefore, what we will say? A into B is equal to B into A. So with the help of this, we will say that the commutative property exists for integers under multiplication. Okay, children? So once go through it. Now we will be talking about the third property. The third property here is associative property. As I have explained under additions, association means grouping. So here again we are going to talk about the grouping. So this part we need to talk about. What is grouping? So I think you have remembered what I have done when I was dealing with associative property here under additions, children. For closure property and for commutative property, you have taken only two values. But for associative property, you need to take three values. A, B and C. Or here you are having three integers. Then what you are going to get? A into B into C should be equal to A into B into C. First I have written it as it is. Now we need to group them. So let us group A and B here and B and C here. So let me go for LHS. In LHS, what we will do, we will give values for A is equal to 2, B is equal to say minus 3, C is equal to 4. I have taken the values like this. So LHS is A into B into C. Means what, children? A is 2 into B is minus 3. So I have already got one bracket, so I am taking this into 4. So how much I am getting, children? Minus 6 into 4. How much is this? Minus 24. I got the answer as minus 24. A into B into C. LHS I am dealing with the left hand side. So 2 into minus 3. I have to do what is given in the bracket first. So plus into minus minus. 2 3s are 6 into 4. That is minus 24. So let me go for RHS. When I go for RHS here, what is RHS, children? A into B into C, bracket is here. So what is A we got? 2 into B is minus 3 into 4. So again bracket should come here. So that is how much, children? 2 into minus into plus minus 12. So again we are going to get minus 24. So in both the cases you have got the same, that is LHS is equal to RHS. We could get this property for associative property under integers for multiplication. So we will be saying that associative property exists for integers under multiplication. I hope you have understood this, children. Just have a note of it. Now we will be going to the next property, that is distributive property. This is somewhat new property for you, children. The fourth property is distributive property. So let us talk about this distributive property. You didn't have it under additions. You are going to have it under multiplication only. So let us talk about what is distributive property. So the fourth property we are talking about. What is this fourth property? Distributive property. What is this distributive property means? It is nothing but distribution of multiplication over addition. Distribution of multiplication over addition. We are taking this. You can even do it for subtraction, children. When I am doing it addition, you can even try for subtraction also. So distributive property, what does the property says? If A, B, C are three integers, then A into B plus C. I told under addition, children, over addition, A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. A into B plus A into C. What is happening, children? A is multiplied to B and C, B plus C. So you have to, it comes in this way under additions. Multiplication over addition. A into B plus A into C. In case if you have minus, children, you'll get minus here. That's all. Means we are going to do some problems in that way. So let us suppose that A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to minus 1 I have taken. Now go for LHS. LHS is A into B plus C. Means what? 2 into 3. Of course I have minus 1 here. So let me take another bracket here. 3 of this, it should be like this because two brackets cannot be same. 3 into C, 3 plus A into B plus C. So A is 2 into B. B is how much, children, you have got? B you have got it as 3 plus of minus 1. That is 2 into 3 minus 1. So because I need to keep minus 1, I have taken this bracket. When I have taken this bracket, I am supposed to take this only. I cannot take both brackets as the same because in 6th class we have done about the importance or the priority given to the brackets. So you open this bracket. So how much you are getting? 2 into 3 minus 1 is 2. You have got 4. 4 is the answer for it. So go for RHS, children. What is RHS? RHS is A plus B, A into B, sorry, A into B plus A into C. So what is A into B you have got? A is 2 into B is 3 plus again A 2 into what is C, children? You have got C with a negative sign, so take this bracket. 2 into minus 1. Okay, so 2 3s are 6 here plus in the bracket minus 2. That is 6 minus 2, 4. Have you not got the same, children? Therefore, what you will say? LHS is equal to RHS. This is distributive property. What is this distributive property means? Distributive property is distribution of multiplication over addition. So, if you take A, B, C as 3 integers, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C is the formula that we are going to use it. So I have taken some values to A, B, C as an example. I took A as 2, B as 3 and C as minus 1. So A into B plus C, I have substituted the values. 2 into 3 plus of minus 1. So 2 into 3 minus 1. All this I have already explained you. So 2 into 2, that is 4. Now when you go to the RHS, A into B plus A into C. What is here, children? 2 into B is 3. 2 into 3 plus of 2 into minus 1. That means 2 3s are 6, plus of minus 2 means 6 minus 2 4. In both the cases you have got them as same. So this is what the distributive property. Most of the problems when you go to the in this class itself and even in higher classes also, this distributive property will be constantly used in many problems, children. Under this distributive property, since we are talking under additions, we have got additions. If you get under subtractions, we are going to deal with that afterwards. So I hope you have understood about this, children. Once you can go through it. Now, after distributive property, let us go to the next topic. You have got one more property, children, here, that is multiplication identity. The fifth property is multiplication identity. Did you remember, children? We have talked about additive identity. Now we are going to talk about multiplication identity. Means suppose 5. If I multiply this with some number, I should get the same 5 as answer. With what number I should multiply? Of course 1. So 5 ones are 5. So 1 is, it is present under integers. So suppose I have taken minus 7 and I need to multiply it with something to get the same value, that is minus 7. So with which number I have to multiply? 1. 1 exists in integers. So what you can say? 1 exists in integers. Therefore, what you will say? There exists multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Of course, for integers under multiplication. Multiplicative identity. You have got additive identity in integers because we are going to add 0. 0 is there in integers. So additive identity is there. Now multiplicative identity, we know that if you want to get the same number, we need to multiply it with 1. When you are going it with 1, you are going to get the same answer. So even 1, of course it is not only natural number but also integers. So we can say that multiplicative identity exists here for integers. Now the next part of it, you can go through this, children. Now the next one, the last property, children, for under multiplication, that is the sixth one. This is multiplication by 0. Every one of us know it, children. Whenever you are multiplying any number by 0, what are we going to get? It's nothing but 0. So if I take a number, multiply it with 0, I am getting 0. Any number, when you are taking and multiplying with 0, you are getting 0. Suppose I have taken minus 7 and multiply by 0. What am I getting? I am getting 0. So any number, when you are multiplying by 0, you are going to get 0 as the answer. So multiplicative identity by multiplication by 0 means what, children? Any number if you multiply, you are getting 0. 0 is there in integers, no? So you have got this property under multiplication under integers. Okay, children. So I hope with this, I hope you are clear. I'm clear with it. Any number, when you are multiplying by 0, you are getting 0 only as the answer. So with this, the properties are clear, children. In the next video, I am going to talk about the exercise sums. Okay, children, all the best.